That is such a good question. So here's how I started my rescue. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that I actually fostered for about 5 or 6 years before co-founding Compassionate Canine Society. Almost all of our dogs need some kind of medical or behavioral assistance, so it really has been a huge financial savior for us to be able to administer our own vaccines and to do our own training in-house. We also unintentionally made a nice network for ourselves over these past 5 to 6 years with different vets and shelters and other rescues, which I won't get into in this video, but it really has been crucial for us to be able to continue our work. So after I graduated law school, I felt that I had the capacity and the education to get things moving on my own. But I will say, if you don't feel comfortable doing government documents or like the legal side of things, definitely get an attorney because it can be confusing. But I started by registering with the state as a corporation. Sometimes there's other paperwork that goes into that, especially in California. There's like 5 other forms that you also have to do alongside of that. Once we got the okay from the state, we applied for our 501c3 status with the IRS, and then we hit the ground running with our website and our socials. So we primarily rescue youthless dogs from California, Texas, and New Mexico, but in order to pull from a shelter, you do have to get pull rights, which means that you get the dog for free as a rescue partner. So for example, I pulled Nina the Pit from San Bernardino's Youthless, and she came with all of her vaccines, microchips, and she didn't need medication, but if she needed medication, they would have provided it. Some shelters also include the spay-neuter as well, but honestly, it just depends on the county and kind of if they have the funds to even do that. And lastly, as for keeping the rescue going, we rely entirely on grants, corporate sponsorships, and individual donations from amazing humans here on social media. I'll be honest, it's not always easy. Sometimes money is slow, which means you have to close your intake and stop saving dogs until things can pick back up. But I will tell you that this work is seriously so worth it, and even if you can just save one dog, you end up saving multiple lives in that process. If you're thinking about starting your own rescue or you want to get involved in some way, I'm always happy to share more. I can definitely talk through grants, how to find them, and how to be competitive with them. I can talk about network partners, anything and everything. I'm here to help both you and the animals.